Why, hello there. Here are 99 movies worth watching on Netflix right now. And they are in no conceivably practical order, just the order that I found them on Netflix. Now, I've seen every single one of these movies. I can personally recommend it to anybody, so enjoy. Pete's Dragon. Pete is a little kid who's raised in the woods by a dragon. They adventure. It's a lot of fun. Looper. A time-traveling assisted assassin tries to kill his future self. Future self doesn't want that to happen. Things get crazy. Great sci-fi. Interstellar. To save mankind, a team travels through space and time. It's a space epic. Bridge of Spies. A lawyer played by Tom Hanks has to negotiate a spy trade in Berlin while the Berlin Wall is being built. It's historic. It's dramatic. Gangs of New York. The Irish and the native gangs of New York battle for control of the 5 points. Leonardo DiCaprio and Daniel Day-Lewis make this an incredible, incredible movie directed by Martin Scorsese. This is one of my all-time favorite movies. American Gangster. Denzel Washington plays Frank Lucas, who's a rising gangster in Harlem in the 60s. Things get hairy, as things often were in the 60s. Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. It's a new hope with new actors, and it's a lot of fun. You've probably seen it. Kill Bill Volume 1. Swords, motorcycles, guns, big fights. Uma Thurman, Quentin Tarantino, crazy. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Rooney Mara plays Lisbeth Salander, who is a hacker who is roped in by Daniel Craig to help solve a decades-old murder. This is intense. Inglourious Bastards. World War II, written by Quentin Tarantino. You can imagine the history is a little off, but man, is this movie amazing and violent. Guardians of the Galaxy. This is by far the best Marvel movie and their most fun. Love it. Django Unchained. Another history adapted by Quentin Tarantino. This time he's tackling slavery. Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz and Leonardo DiCaprio and Samuel L. Jackson make this movie crazy good. Ex Machina. This is a movie about how robots are kind of like people, or at least you couldn't tell the difference. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-bending. Grand Budapest Hotel. This is everything that a Wes Anderson movie should be. This movie is hilarious, it's oddball, and it's touching. I love it. The Big Short. Do you understand the financial crisis that took place 10 years ago? Neither do we, but this movie pretends to. It's actually really interesting, it's funny, and it's a little depressing. The Revenant. Leonardo DiCaprio wins his Oscar by crawling through the mountains. There's a bear, there's hunting, there's revenge. Hunt for the Wilder People. Heartwarming, funny, New Zealand, quirky, watch it. Good Will Hunting. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Casey Affleck, all before they were famous, with Robin Williams, who is fantastic. The Witch. This is a scariest movie and one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. Really, really disturbed. Zootopia. It's colorful. It's bright. It's fun. It's more of what the world needs right now. Drive. Ryan Gosling barely speaks, but does he need to? Look at him go. Unique and exciting. Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino's earliest masterpiece. It changed the game. Inception. You're dreaming while you're awake, while you're dreaming inside of dreams, inside of dreams. Bomb, bomb. Great movie. The Dark Knight is Batman. It's the Joker. Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, Michael Caine, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Aaron Eckhart, Gary Oldman. This movie's great. It's one of the best. The Town. Ben Affleck tries to rob a bank. It's dramatic. It's exciting. Casino. Robert De Niro runs a casino, and all the craziness that goes with that. Catch Me If You Can. Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks go head-to-head. Cat and Mouse. Car and Artist versus the FBI. 22 Jump Street. The sequel no one expected to be as hilarious as the first. I like it even a little bit more. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum are hilarious. Captain Phillips. Tom Hanks is back. Oh, there's a lot of Tom Hanks movies on this list. Netflix loves Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was a captain of a cargo ship that's taken over by pirates. I'm the captain now. You know the one. The Fighter. Mark Wahlberg plays a fighter, and he fights. And Christian Bale plays his crazy skinny brother, who's amazing. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Prepare to cry in this coming-of-age movie. Joy. Jennifer Lawrence plays an inventor, a matriarch, in a movie with Robert De Niro's probably best, most recent performance. What? Best? His latest best. Yes, he's good. Tom Hanks is back on this list in Saving Private Ryan as him and a squad that includes Vin Diesel trying to save a young Matt Damon during World War II. The Hurt Locker. This movie won Best Picture. It's about defusing bombs. It's very tense. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. This is where it started it all. You know this movie. Frodo, he's got the ring. He's got to go. Sam, Gandalf, Aragorn, all his friends. Let's go. Kill Bill Volume 2. It's a lot like Kill Bill Volume 1. Swords, guns. Very exciting. Uma Thurman, Quentin Tarantino, crazy, love it. The Martian, Matt Damon's stuck on Mars, and we leave him there, but then we gotta go back and get him. Jurassic Park, we make dinosaurs eat us, bad idea, great movie. Lilo and Stitch, Hal means family. This movie's actually pretty great. Roman Holiday, it's a classic in its day, it's a ton of fun, it's adorable, watch it. Tangled, speaking of adorable, Tangled is adorable, it's great, watch it. Rear Window, it's a Hitchcock classic, and anyone can enjoy this movie. It's exciting, it's funny, it's great. Funny, I don't know. It's exciting, it's great, thrilling, it's intense. The Godfather Part 2. This is one of the greatest movies that has ever been made. Watch it, please. Back to the Future. Right, Scott. This movie is a lot of fun. Time travel. Almost sleeping with your mother. Eastern Promises. Viggo Mortensen plays a very scary Russian guy. There's a lot of Russians. It's intense. It's dramatic. It's dark. It's beautiful. Blue Jasmine. Kate Blanchett's kind of losing her life. It's kind of falling apart in front of us, and it's actually hilarious. Sing Street. Jacob, please shut up about Sing Street. I will not shut up about Sing Street. Group of young Irish boys form a band. Have a ton of fun. It's beautiful. Watch it. District 9. Aliens landed decades ago. They're still here. We don't know why. We put them in camps. Stuff gets crazy. Documentary style. Force majeure. None of you are gonna watch this movie, but trust me, it's amazing. It's unlike anything you've ever seen. A family vacation in the mountains turns into a marital crisis. Snowpiercer. You've never seen a movie like this. All of humanity is trapped on a train and the classes go to war. Captain America leads the way. The World's End. The end of the Cornetto trilogy. This British comedy led by Edgar Wright is insanity, and it's a ton of fun. Speaking of fun, 21 Jump Street. Again, I told you this was in no conceivable order. The first of the Jump Street series, rebooted, ton of fun, hilarious, silly, Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, both great. Hunger Games, Catching Fire, the only good Hunger Games movie. And it's worth watching the first one just for this one. The Queen, because this list needs a little bit of class. The King's Speech, because The Queen is a little too boring. The King's Speech is only a little more exciting. It won Best Picture. There's some great performances and a lot of fun moments. Dramatic. World War II. The Place Beyond the Pines, Ryan Gosling has a son, and that has consequences as he tries to rob banks. Stuff gets crazy. Very unique movie. Schindler's List, one of the most important movies ever made about the Holocaust. Watch it. It's important. The Prestige. This movie has twists and turns that nobody sees coming. It's beautiful. It's exciting. It's Christian Bale. It's Hugh Jackman. It's Michael Caine. Get it together. Watch this movie. It Follows. It's an indie horror movie that works incredibly well. I recommend it to anybody. It's a little creepy and awkward and great. Jaws. One of the great classic movies of all time. Steven Spielberg brings us a shark terrorizing a beach, and we gotta go get the shark, but you'll need a bigger boat. Anomalisa, probably the most unique movie on this list. Charlie Kaufman, one of the greatest screenwriters of all time, brings us a stop-motion animation movie that is unlike any other that has ever been made. This movie is awkward, it's funny, it's weird, and it's pure genius. The Way, Way Back, another coming-of-age story that maybe will make you tear up as you remember maybe summer spent at a cottage somewhere far, far away in some town that only exists during the summer. Locke, how do we sell a movie about Tom Hardy being in a car? We simply put Tom Hardy in a car. And it begins. This is where it all began, with Christian Bale as Batman. It's an exciting origin story to a hero we all love. Frank, what happens when you put Michael Fassbender inside of a giant paper mache head and then ask him to sing a bunch of weird songs? You get this movie. It's quirky, it's strange, it's worth watching. The Spectacular Now, another coming-of-age story that takes place at the end of high school that uses a story trope of an essay you're supposed to write to a college. But actually, this movie works. It's great. Miles Teller, you did a great job. Shailene Woodley, you're cute. This is the end. What if you took a bunch of Hollywood comedians and you stuck them in a giant house and then the world ended? Well, you'd get this movie, and it's crazy, ridiculously, offensively fun. Calvary. What is the opposite movie to This Is the End? Brendan Gleeson plays an Irish priest who's someone threatens to kill him. The drama gets heavy. The Princess Bride. You murder my father, prepare to die. What else do I have to say? This movie's great. Whatever, as you wish. Coraline. Stop motion animation masterpiece about a young girl who's moved to a new house and there are things that you wouldn't believe hiding behind closed doors. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This touching movie told from the perspective of a little kid who finds an alien. They befriend one another. It's a classic. Why haven't you seen it yet? Go watch it now. Atlantis, The Lost Empire, also the lost classic Disney movie. Please go see this and throw your support behind this adventure tale. This ought to have a live action remake. Shrek. If you haven't seen Shrek, I don't know what to do for you. Watch Shrek. Shrek is great. Shrek's funny. Shrek is Mike Myers. Shrek is parodying everything that Disney is. It's great. Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is great. It parodies everything that Shrek was. They do a great job. I love it. Shrek 2 is great. The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Steve Carell, Paul Rudd, Seth Rogen, all while they were a little younger, but just as funny. This movie's great, and it's exactly what the title says it is. It's about a 40-year-old virgin. All About Eve. This is a Hollywood classic about ambition. It's beautiful, and it's worth watching. It's about a Hollywood social climber who is trying to become an actress like her idol, played by Bette Davis. It's crazy. French Connection. Gene Hackman plays a cop. Things get nuts. Great car chase scene. Really dramatic. Love these old cop movies. To Kill a Mockingbird. We're on a roll with these classics. It's about a trial. It's about a family. It's about a little girl. It's about a neighbor. It's about life, and it's worth watching. The Karate Kid. Daniel San waxes on and waxes off his karate moves to try and, I don't know, save the 80s. The Grapes of Wrath. This was long hailed as the greatest movie of all time before Citizen Kane took the throne. Peter Fonda, The Dust Bowl, drama. Ip Man. It's kung fu action with a giant stick. Donnie Yen kills it, playing the man who trained Bruce Lee. Ip Man 2, the man who trained Bruce Lee hits more people with a staff. Ip Man 3, Mike Tyson is in this movie, and it's more hitting people with staffs. If you like kung fu movies, all three of these are worth your time. The Kingdom of Dreams and Madness, the only documentary on the list, because you don't got time for documentaries, because documentaries are boring. But this one is great because it's about Hayao Miyazaki. If you like any of the Miyazaki movies or Studio Ghibli movies, this is worth your time. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. You will not have more fun with any other movie than this one. Watch it. It's pirates. It's swashbuckling? Why do they buckle swashes? Why do they swashbuckles? I mean, I don't know. Ocean's 11. The most stacked cast of all time. These guys try and rob a casino, and it's amazing. Ocean's 12. This cast just got more stacked. They try and rob other things in Europe. Ocean's 13. They come back to Las Vegas to get revenge with an even more stacked cast to try and rob another casino. Al Pacino joins them. Kung Fu Panda. Jack Black plays a Kung Fu Panda. I don't know what else to tell you. This movie is silly. It's fun. It's great, hilarious, animated time. Back to the Future 2, because I think it's better than Back to the Future 1. It plays upon everything that was in the first movie and does a great job. Worth your time. Great Scott. The Godfather. This is one of the greatest movies of all time. If you have not watched it, you have no excuse. It's on Netflix. Watch it right now. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Robert Redford and Paul Newman. Babes. And they're in a Western. And they're hilarious. This is a classic. You should watch it. Green Room. This is bloody. It's exciting. It's tense. Hard rock. Neo-Nazis. What's not to like? Check it out. The Departed. This is my favorite movie of all time. It's Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Mark Wahlberg, Alec Baldwin, Martin Sheen, Jack Nicholson. It's about cops. It's about undercover cops. It's about the mob, the Irish mob in Boston. It's intense. It's dramatic. It's fast-paced. It's exciting. It's my favorite movie of all time. The Sixth Sense. The first M. Night Shyamalan movie to make splash. This movie is weird. It's dramatic. It's got a great twist. It's worth your time. Unbreakable. The exact same of everything that I said about Sixth Sense. Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. We continue this journey with Frodo. Things get crazy. Helm's Deep is an amazing battle sequence. Sam's speech at the end of the movie made me cry every time. Return of the King. I think it's the best of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. We bring this story to a close. Frodo, Mount Doom, Battle of Minas Tirith, Blackgate, Sauron, the Fate of Middle Earth. Exciting. Great. Watch it. And Beasts of No Nation. Netflix's very first feature film. Idris Elba, child soldiers. Dramatic, intense, beautiful, moving. So there you go. There are 99 movies that you can watch on Netflix right now that are worth your time. Please start watching all of these, and once you've watched all 99, please report back to me. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Please like and subscribe to MOVI, and no, that's it.
Thanks for watching MOVI.